Rwanda has set up an ambitious plan of transforming its economy from an agricultural-based one to a knowledge and information-led one. And of course, it believes that the education sector will play a key role in achieving this goal. Kenyan higher learning institutions have also jumped into the fray, and of course, they are all with one particular aim of helping Rwanda achieve this mission. We have visited some of them, and let's find out what they are offering in Rwanda. Some of the top Kenyan higher learning institutions have not let the opportunity to invest in Rwanda's education sector slip by. Dr. Cheruyot is the director of Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Kigali campus. He speaks of the gaps in Rwanda's education sector that his institution saw as an opportunity to invest in.
Okay, when we looked at the skill gaps that exist within Rwanda as it tries to develop and be one of the economies in the region, we realized that PhD training was one of the skill gaps that was missing, especially in ICT, in agriculture, in engineering, and these are some of the things that we have and we can offer in Jomo Kenyatta University.
Another major Kenyan university that operates in Rwanda is Mount Kenya University.
Yeah, one of the things that the other East African community members need to learn from Rwanda is the ease in doing business in terms of registering business, getting our licenses. It has been quite easy for us. And then the interaction between the government ministries has been amazing. There is always that touch from the government to make it easier for us. So other countries should actually create an enabling environment for other players in the region to establish in their country and following the footsteps of Rwanda.
Well, there's been an ongoing debate on the quality of education. And of course, most people saying that most graduates who are graduating out of school right in Rwanda, some of them are not job ready.
So yes, we still have a challenge to improve to make people unemployable. Put less emphasis on knowledge and put more emphasis on technical knowledge and also practical issues. But as we continue with competition, this is exciting university coming in, and the government policy now saying people should be employable and go to practice, to science and so forth. Remember the last year, 60% of government budget, I think this budget, 60% goes into practical education. The money going to the budget of the Ministry of Education goes almost 60% going to practical issues. And the sciences are being given more emphasis, even getting bursaries. So yes, there has been that program that is being used as competition continues and as the policy of the government pushes people in that direction.
Rwanda, through the Higher Education Council, has been keen on ensuring local and regional higher learning institutions operating in Rwanda maintain quality standards.
We've got benchmarks, common benchmarks for some of the programs, but not all yet. It is a process. But it is very important, that you get in touch with the competent authorities on the ground. Here, for instance, we're talking of the regulatory bodies, with the other institutions, with inter-university council, to find out what are the additional requirements in that system where I want to go and operate.
Despite the fact that it has been easy for higher learning institutions from the region to set up shop in Rwanda, Dr. Simon Gisheru, chairman and founder of Mount Kenya University, says that a lot more still needs to be done at East African community level to harmonize education in the region.
As we talk about integration, you cannot talk about integration without talking about free movement of labor. And one of the biggest challenges that has been existing is the fact that our graduates that are trained in different East African countries are trained using different curriculums, and when they go to seek jobs in different East African countries, you go and find that there is a mismatch with what the labor expectation in the different countries. So what I have been requesting the East African community to do is to fast track the harmonization of curriculums within all the universities in the East African region.
In 2009, Rwanda pulled a policy shift in the education sector, changing the language of instruction in schools from French to English. It has taken most of the students, teachers, and lecturers who are mainly used to speaking in French to adjust to the change.
It has been rigorous. They had to, students most especially are struggling with coping up with English, most especially in speaking. I believe most students are okay with writing, essays and whatever else to be majorly when they answer in coursework. But in speaking it has been hard. But you know, life is a learning process, I believe. And also that is a positive because we grow when we learn new things. So as students learn English and as the universities learn to tolerate students who don't have a background in English language, they learn to strike a balance in between so that community is developed.
So what exactly has been the impact of Kenyan higher learning institutions in Rwanda's education sector?
Of course, when it comes to international university, and you know that Rwanda is part of AAC, so that means I'll be having a certificate or a degree that is equivalent to all East Africa. So wherever I can go, the market is open, so there is no barrier of, yeah.
Another thing, direct impact is employment. So they have open employment for Rwandans. Even me, I was formerly a civil servant, of course, then later a consultant. I am a consultant. But I come to give the knowledge to these students. I teach at the master's level.
My advice to those Kenyan institutions that want to set up, you know, their base in Rwanda and any other institutions that wants to come up is let's stick to our vision. Let's stick to our mission. Let's have quality. Let's not rush to produce students who are half-baked in the market. Can we have students who will change the region, who will compete with other regions?
With Rwanda putting a keen interest in improving its education sector, this sector right in Rwanda remains one of the lucrative areas of investment. As for the investors, keeping the standards high and not compromising the quality remains a major task for them. For KTN News in Kigali, Rwanda, I'm Eugene Anangwe reporting.